Hi, welcome to Qoheleth with Chuck Frank. This is a study of the wisdom writings of Solomon, a man who lived 3,000 years ago and was considered the wisest man on the planet. We're going to be reading the last lines of the first chapter of Ecclesiastes. It's titled, The Grief of Wisdom. This is Q4, a message for you. I, the preacher, was king over Israel in Jerusalem. And I set my heart to seek and search out by wisdom concerning all that is done under heaven. This burdensome task God has given to the sons of man, by which they may be exercised. I have seen all the works that are done under the sun, and indeed, all is vanity and grasping for the wind. What is crooked cannot be made straight, and what is lacking cannot be numbered. I communed with my heart, saying, Look, I have attained greatness, and have gained more wisdom than all who were before me in Jerusalem. My heart has understood great wisdom and knowledge, and I set my heart to know wisdom and to know madness and folly. I perceive that this also is grasping for the wind. For in much wisdom is much grief, and he who increases knowledge increases sorrow. In much wisdom is much grief. What is Solomon saying to us? He's saying that you'll never attain anything of value except a grasping for the wind until you trust and obey God. Trust and obey the Messiah, Jesus Christ. We're born into fallenness and folly, as he says it, because of the original sin of Adam and Eve. We're in and of the flesh. Therefore, all of our great intellectual striving ends up in a total mess of rancor every time. Because our master is Lucifer, not Jesus. Our master is Lucifer, the angel of light. And wow, the way he approaches us, uniquely, a new pitch, custom made for you, that he convinces you is going to be a beautiful thing. It's going to be perfect for you, and you deserve it. And it's not going to cause any problem for anyone else. It's just going to be something to bring you comfort because you've been working so hard. You see, he's crafting this thing so that it fits exactly into that God-shaped hole in your heart. His pitch to you wouldn't work for anyone else. It's unique to you. He knows what you want. Well, he's the father of lies, and none of that ever works out well. We can't follow the father of lies. We need to follow Jesus the Christ, who is the author of peace. Solomon says, what is crooked cannot be made straight, and man is totally crooked, and he can only be made straight by the ministry of Jesus. Solomon's claim that he's attained greatness and wisdom is a confirmation that his nature is also fallen, and his godly gift of wisdom will fail without total submission to God, and it did fail. I want to read one line from Ephesians 3. Ephesians 3:8. And this is Paul talking about having the mystery of Christ revealed to him. And he says, to me, who am less than the least of all the saints, this grace was given. And I should preach among the Gentiles the unsearchable riches of Christ. Let's go back to Solomon. You tell me about the tone of Solomon here. I communed with my heart, saying, look, I have attained greatness and have gained more wisdom than all who were before me in Jerusalem. My heart has understood great wisdom and knowledge, and I set my heart to know wisdom and to know madness and folly. I perceived that this also is grasping for the wind. This guy's given the greatest. God said to him, I'll give you anything. Just ask me. I'll give you anything. And Solomon was humble and smart enough to know that the thing he really needed to be a good leader and king was wisdom, unbridled wisdom. But unbridled wisdom is no good unless you're submitting to God. Now, listen to the tone of Paul. Paul, who is arguably the greatest of all the apostles, says, to me, who am less than the least of all the saints, this grace was given that I should preach among the Gentiles the unsearchable riches of Christ. What does he mean by that? Well, take a look at his life. Paul was a super Jew. He had the best education. He was in a powerful position with the most powerful people of all the Jews. And he decided that he would be a zealot to destroy this new church that was coming up around the teaching of Jesus Christ. And as he was on his way to Damascus to spread out and increase his mission of death and destruction, Jesus intervenes on the road to Damascus. That's what Paul means by the unsearchable riches of Jesus. Like most of the wonderful gifts given by God, our fallen nature causes us to worship the gift and not the giver. Life without Christ is meaningless. This is what the smartest guy in the world found out. And we have the benefit of learning from his mistakes. So let's not keep making the same mistake. Find Jesus Christ. Make him Lord of your life and watch him bless you with these unsearchable treasures. He has a plan for your life, a plan to give you a hope and a future and wonderful things that you cannot even come up with. And that will make all your striving blessed. You'll be putting up treasure in heaven. And all of that grace, which is new every morning, will bless you, and you will be able to bless everyone that he puts in your path. Don't miss out on that. Get this grace. Let it bless you and bless everyone around you. And God bless you.